Hello, my dear students. Once again, welcome back to the online session of Upper Public School, Kalburgi. Myself, Jojish, your English teacher. Dear students, in our previous class, we have discussed the Unit 4. It was a poem, Jumbo Jet. And in that poem, I have already told you that it was a nonsense rhyme. If we compare this poem to our real life, there will not be any meaning. The poet Spike Milligan wrote this poem to reduce the stress and tension of people. So I hope you enjoyed the poem. And today I'm standing in front of you to take a new unit, that is Unit 5 on an African safari from your English textbook. So this chapter will be in page number 66. So before going to the lesson, let me ask you a few questions. Do you have any travel experience? It might be out of country or to the foreign countries or different states. Otherwise, you will be having some travel experience in your state itself. So those who have already, if you have the travel experience, there will be beautiful memories. Okay, some unforgettable memories will be there. Sometime we have taken the snaps and we will be keeping in our album and something. Okay, so we are going to different countries, different places to see the things what all are there. Okay, so that will be always in our memories. So that is called beautiful memories which will be having. And now anyway it is not possible to go for traveling or something because of this pandemic situation. So when we overcome all this, we will be having the opportunity to go to the different countries, states, as well as in the states. So when we get these many opportunities to visit some other areas or something, don't miss it. Okay, so here in this lesson we will discuss about a post. Post is written by a small girl, Priyanka. Who is Priyanka? Priyanka is right. Priyanka has written her travel experience, and it is a travelogue. It is a travelogue of Priyanka. Where she has gone to Africa. Okay, so most of us may not get these opportunities. Okay, to go to other countries, especially Africa. So when she got a chance to go to Africa, she went there and she has seen so many sceneries, so many things are there to share in her post. So she is sharing what all the things was there in Africa and what all things she has seen there, she is sharing with us. So that only we are going to learn in this unit on an African safari. Safari is a travel. Okay. She traveled to Africa and what are the things she has seen there, she is sharing with us. Okay, so that is written in our chapter. So before going to the chapter, some warm-up activity is there. For that, I recommend all of you to take your textbook. Open your page number 66. On an African safari. Warm-up activity, first one. Label the pictures with the names of the animals. So pictures are given there. So many animals are there. So what we have to do? We have to write the correct name of the animals given there. Names already written there, but it's not in an order. So names are written in together. So we have to take the correct name to the correct animal. So label the pictures with the names of the animals. So I will read the names of the animals: giraffe, rhino, zebra, wild beast, ostrich, meerkat, hippo, bushbuck, deer. So we have to remember all these names because all these animals will be coming in the chapter. So first one is what kind of animal is that? First one, it is wild beast. Okay, wild beast. Second one is rhino, and third one is meerkat. Meerkat is a particular mongoose which you can see in Africa. We will call African mongoose. That's called meerkat. Okay. Fourth one, giraffe. Fifth one, zebra, and sixth one, hippopotamus. Seventh one, ostrich, and eighth one, bushbuck deer. One kind of deer, bushbuck deer. So this is the warm-up activity you can do in your home. And now B, what with the partner, answer the question. So now you cannot do this one because you are in home. So you can get help from your parents. Okay, so you have to discuss with your parents and you have to do it yourself. So answer these questions. So what all the questions are there? What do you know about the animals in exercise A? So exercise A, just we have discussed we have given the names of the animal in a proper order. So what do you know about them? Think about their habitat, the food they eat, their young, their abilities, etc. So what do you know about them? Just make a column and write. Then, can you name 4 more wild animals? These all are wild animals. Apart from these animals, name 4 more wild animals. Okay. Discuss with your parents or your brothers or sisters who are there in the home. Discuss with them and sit together and write. Third one, which is your favorite wild animal and why? So you will be having so many collection of animals. So in that, which is your favorite wild animal? Okay, we are talking about wild animal only. So which is your favorite wild animal and what is the reason for that? So these 3 questions you have to discuss with your parents, your elder sister or younger sister, whoever it is in the home. Discuss with them and write and keep it in your classwork. Okay. So now we will move to the chapter, page number 67. Priyanka's post. So this post is given by Priyanka, a small girl, got chance to go to Africa. Okay, so she has seen so many things in Africa. So we may not get the opportunity to go to Africa, but we know something about, because some of the people have gone and they have written like this traveler. So by reading that, we will be, our mind also will reach there. So these many ideas we will get by reading all these books. So let's see what all things are there in Africa and what all things she has seen. Okay. On an African safari. When my parents announced that we were booked on an African safari in the first week of July, I jumped with excitement and joy. Our destination was the Masai Mara National Reserve, which is one of the Africa's greatest wildlife reserves, situated in southwest Kenya. So here, one important word is there, that is Masai Mara National Reserve. Masai Mara National Reserve. Masai Mara National Reserve, which is one of the Africa's greatest wildlife reserves. Wildlife reserve means wild animals live there, situated in southwest Kenya. It is famous for the big five: lions, elephants, rhinos, leopards, and wild buffaloes. So big five, what do you mean by big five? Big 5 animals. What are the big 5 animals? Lions, elephants, rhinos, leopards, and wild buffaloes. These are the big wild animals called as big 5, which is there in Africa. I couldn't believe I was actually going to see this beautiful beach in their natural home. Dad told me to pack a rucksack with a pair of binoculars, my camera, a water bottle, a pen knife, and a notebook, which would come in useful. So, this is the first paragraph. Our character Priyanka, she got an opportunity to go to Africa because her father told already we booked the ticket for uh, traveling to Africa by hearing on the first week of July. By hearing that, she became very happy. So if you get such an opportunity, you also will be very happy. So that same expression was there for Priyanka also, because this type of opportunity we will get once in our life. So don't miss that if you get. Okay. So she got excitement. She became so excited to hear that from his father. So they want to go Masai Mara National Reserve, which is a very big, famous wildlife reserve in Africa. Okay, and we go about the big five. Big five means big five animals. What are the important big five animals? Lion, elephants, leopards, buffaloes, and rhinos. These are the five big animals which is there in Africa. Okay, that's called a big five. So father told you prepare and take all the necessary things to the safari. So what are the things she prepared? She made it ready. Rucksack, that means a particular bag we are using for traveling, and with a pair of binoculars. Binoculars you might be having, you might have seen that. Binoculars are a small piece of equipment with the two parts that you hold against your eyes to help you see the things that are far away. The things which is very far away, we can't see it properly. So by the help of binoculars, we will see. So the things we can see in near. So that is a usage of binoculars. So take your binoculars. So she was making ready rucksack and binoculars, camera, very important. So we are going to different place. So camera is very important to snap the pictures. Water bottle, pen knife, and a notebook which would come in useful. And here she has taken a pen knife and a notebook. Some of the important things she had to note down. So all these things she made it ready. A few weeks later, our small plane prepared to land at the Mara Serena airstrip. We were treated to the breathtaking view of miles of open savanna, swamps, and forests along the banks of the river Mara. Suddenly, a most attractive sight met our eye. So they are going by flight. So in that airstrip, in Marina Serena airstrip, they are about to land. Before the landing, they have seen a beautiful sight. What they have seen? Savanna. What is savanna? It is wild open grassland found in warm countries. In warm countries, we will be finding wild open grassland. It's called savanna. And swamps. What is swamps? A swamp is a wet area where trees and plants grow. That is a wet area where the trees and plants grow nicely. And forest along the banks of the river Mara. Suddenly, a most attractive sight met our eyes. So they have seen all these things by sitting in the plane. It was the wild beast migration. Hundreds of gnus running in a mass across the open land and getting into the powerful waters as they fought against fast currents and waiting crocodiles. Dad said we were indeed lucky to witness the sight, and I couldn't take my eyes off this scene. So before they land, so what they have seen, wild beast migration. So wild beast already we discussed in the warm-up activity. Wild beast there. So its migration is a group of wild beasts going to enter in the water. So the current was very power. So very fast they are going and searching for the waiting for crocodile. So that was a very beautiful sight they have seen by sitting in the aeroplane. So by seeing that sight, she is telling, I couldn't take my eyes off the scene because that scenery was spectacular. Okay. Dad said, we are very lucky to watch all these things because when we just before the landing only we have seen a beautiful sight. So the remaining sight is there. So they were not having the words to express the things which they are going to see. So the beginning was very wonderful for them. Now the next page. Our safari guide was called Akin Lana. Akin Lana is a particular person. He is only guiding the team. Okay, Akin Lana. Akin Lana. So what is the meaning of Akin Lana? It is brave. So the name of a person, Akin Lana. He is a guide. So when we go to some other place, some other countries, one guide will be there to guide us. Okay, because we may not be knowing where we should go, which area we should travel. So one guide will be there always to guide us. He will be taking us everywhere and making familiar with. Okay, so he knows everything. So his name is Akin Lana, a guide for this safari. And he grew up in Maasai village. He became friends almost immediately. He was a source of knowledge on everything from elephant behavior to the secret world of the termite mound. Termite, you might have seen insects that look like ants, small insects which making the house by using mud. Okay, termite. So the meaning of this sentence is, he was a source of knowledge on everything from elephant behavior to the secret world of the termite mound. So he was the master of knowledge. He knows from bottom to the top. So very big things to the very small, minute things also he knows. So that was the meaning of the sentence. He also had a never-ending store of stories to tell us around the campfire at night. So when they were sitting in the campfire at night, so many stories he is having to tell them. So he became very friendly. They loved him very much, and he also loved them very much. Also, very fast they became friendly. So he wants to share them so many stories. Collection of stories he is having in his memory, wants to share with them. So by sitting in the campfire, he was sharing all the stories to them. That night, we slept under the stars. I thought I would never get to sleep as I fixed my eyes on the lightning in the distance and trained my ears to the soft sounds of the wild. On that particular night, they slept out by looking up. If they look upward, they can see stars. Okay, stars they can see, and she is telling the story. I thought I would never get to sleep as I fixed my eyes on the lightning in the distance and trained my ears the soft sound of the wild. So lightning sound, thunder will be there. So by listening that sound and by seeing the light and by hearing the small sounds of the animals in the distance, by hearing all these things, I thought I may not get the sleep because the experience was awesome there. In the morning, Akin Lana showed us large paw prints pressed into the white sandy track. Lion, I asked, and he nodded. With Akin Lana's help, we traced the tracks for a few kilometers until we turned around a corner, and there he was, a huge male resting in the open. Nearby, a couple of cubs played under the watchful eye of their mother. I was even able to take some pictures of the family. So in the morning when they got up, Akin Lana told us, listen, see, there are some footprints. So it was not the footprints of humans, it was the footprints of lions. So Priyanka asked to Akin Lana, is it the footprints of lion? Yes, you are sure. So what they did, They just followed the footprints, and in a distance they could see a big lion resting with the cubs. Cub means small lions. Okay, babies. Huge male resting in the open. Nearby, a couple of cubs played under the watchful eye of their mother. A very big lion, male lion, was resting in one side, and other side, so many cubs are there. So baby lions are there playing with the mother. So they could see all these things by standing in the distance. And what she did, she took her camera and took some pictures of the family, of the lion's family. Our open jeep crossed the grassland almost silently. A large herd of zebras hardly looked up even when we drove quite close to them. They looked so much like horses, it was tempting to want to ride them. Akinlana told us that zebras were the favorite food of some animals, and sure enough, we saw our first cheetah sitting on a termite mound looking at the herd for snacks. After that, Akinlana sent them to the open jeep. Okay, it's fully open. We can see the full sceneries by sitting in the jeep. So jeep was moving through the land very silently. It was moving by passing the herd of zebras. So zebras were there, so very close they were going. So buying the zebras, she got much excited, and she thought in her mind wants to ride on its back. Okay. So then Akinlana told zebras are zebras are the food of some of the dangerous animals, especially cheetah, lion, tiger. They all will catch these zebras because zebras' flesh is very taste for them. So zebras are the favorite food for some animals. And one of the cheetah was sitting on the termite mound and watching the actions of these zebras. And when the cheetah get a chance, he will attack one. So he was waiting for one to get. It was lush. Lush means a field is very green with the thick grass and trees. It was lush and green just after the rain, and it was very beautiful. That night, we put our tents at the edge of a pond where the hippopotamus lived. Akinlana told us that hippos are among Africa's most dangerous animals. All night, I could hear the quiet jungle sound and the lion's roar. It seemed very close to the tent, and my heart thumped wildly. So after that, they made their tent in different place, which is very beautiful. Land, grass, everything was there. That night, we put our tents at the edge of a pond. It was the edge of a pond, and near that edge of a pond, only hippopotamus lived. They are the very dangerous animals in Africa, told by Akinlana. They are the most dangerous animal. All night, I could hear the quiet jungle sound and the lion's roar. So they are in the forest now. Okay, they are in the forest, so they are with the wild animals. If they are little far away, also they are with the wild animals. So every night they will be this particular girl will be hearing sounds of wild animals. So they couldn't sleep. She couldn't sleep properly. So every time one fear will be there in the mind. So what she thought, it seemed very close to the tent, and my heart thumped wildly. My heartbeat started to make it fast. Okay, heartbeat was very fast because I feel that the sound is very near. The sound of wild animals are very near. That's why my heart beat fast. The next morning, Akinlana took us to Moremi, a tribal village. Okay, Moremi. This is a tribal village in Africa. Moremi. So many tribal people live there. The villagers taught us how to drink the nutritious contents of a fruit the size of a watermelon, and the fine art of grabbing a scorpion by the stinger. From its distance, a group of meerkats was observing us. Meerkat, I have already told that this is a African mongoose. They were quite brave, and one even climbed up my dad's shoulder and stood on his head. So next morning, what Akin Lana did? Who is Akin Lana? He is our guide. Okay, he is the guide of this Priyanka. Okay, so took them Moremi, a tribal village in Africa. So many tribal people live there. So when they reach to the tribal people, they taught them how to how to drink nutritious content of a fruit the size of what one particular fruit is there. Its size is just like a watermelon. So how to take the nutritious drink from that particular fruit, and how to the fine art of grabbing a scorpion by the stinger. Stinger means a scorpion will be having a tail. With that tail, it will sting them. Okay, by grabbing that tail, how to catch the scorpion. That fine art also they taught them. From a distance, a group of meerkat was observing us. So from a distance, a group of meerkats, that means a mongoose, group of mongoose, African mongoose, observing them. Okay, they were very brave and they won't feel any fear by seeing the humans. So they were quite brave, and one even climbed up my dad's shoulder and stood on his head. So even one came nearby us, climbed and stood on dad's shoulder. After that, came on head and sat there. That much brave they are. We drove through the forest. The air was moist and warm, and it was quite except for the singing of the crickets. So after that, we went to the deep forest. So full silence was there. So it was the sound of crickets only. Remaining, it was full silence. Suddenly, we came face to face with a herd of elephants. They were females with their young ones. The female pushed their babies back with their trunks and charged at our jeep. This time I was really frightened, but Akinlana explained that it was not a real charge because the elephants were sticking their ears out to make themselves look bigger. If it were real, the ears would be pinned back against the herd. Besides, mother elephants never leave their calves even to charge at an intruder. Intruder means a person comes without permission. Here, these people are the intruder here. Okay, they came without permission. They came to the forest to watch all these things. So usually animals, what they will think? They will think that these people are coming to attack. Okay, so they will attack. But here, when they went deep forest, they have seen herd of elephant. That was a female elephant coming with their babies. So female elephants will be pulling the babies to walk with their trunk. So by seeing them, I got scared because it's very big animal, no, biggest animal. So what one of the elephant was just coming very fast to the jeep. So by seeing that, I got shock in the heart because I thought we are finished. But Akin Lana guy told this is not a real charge. Okay, they are not coming to attack. They kept their ears wide open. If they keep their ears wide open, they want to show themselves are the bigger. If it was a real charge, they keep their ears back close to their head. So we should be very careful at that time. That is a real charge. So by looking the movement in the ears, they will be identifying whether it is a real charge or not. Akil Lala told it is not the real charge. It is just showing us they are the bigger. And especially calves, baby elephants are there with mother. They don't come to attack intruder, and they won't leave their baby elephants alone by attacking the intruder like that. Akil Lana told them. At last, it was the final day of our safari. I woke up at dawn to the beautiful sight of a flock of graceful ostriches. I looked through my binoculars and saw a herd of rhinos grazing lazily in the morning sun. The babies kept close to their mothers. I watched in silence until Akilana called out, asking if I wanted to take a dip in the Mara. We spent an hour splashing in the water, having mud fights and playing tug of war with a towel. On the way back to the camp, Akilana showed me a muddy patch on a tree. That's where rhinos scratch themselves, he told me. After that, the last day of the trip, okay, the final day of our safari, I woke up early in the morning and a beautiful sight of flock of graceful ostrich. Ostrich already we have told. Uh, we have seen the group of ostrich in the early morning, and I looked through my binoculars and saw a herd of rhinos grazing. So rhinos are very dangerous, so I looked through my binocular because it was a little bit far away, so I used my binoculars to see them near. So group of rhinos was grazing in the field. The babies kept close to their mothers. So baby rhinos were very close to their mothers, and they were very lazily, they were doing something in the grass. So I watched in silence until Akilala called out. I was watching everything in silence. Then Akilala called, do you want to take a dip in Mara? That means particular river is there. In that river, do you want bath? So I agreed, and we took bath in river, and we were playing with the splashing of water and tugging, having a mud fight and playing tug of war with bathing towel and something. We were doing all type of fun there in the water. On the way back to the camp, Akil Nala showed me a muddy patch on a tree. That's where rhinos scratch themselves, he told me. So on the way back to camp, I have seen so many scratches are there on the tree. Muddy scratches are there. So Akil Nala guide told me these scratches are made by rhinos. They will be scratching their bodies on the tree. So by that, these scratches will be there. I was silent on the drive back to the airstrip. I had fallen in love with Masai Mara. I would miss my friend Akin Lana. I would miss the sound of the forest, the awesome sunsets, my tent, and drive through the bush that is home to such amazingly beautiful animals. So when I went back to airstrip to go back to my village, I was very sad because I thought I understood that I will miss Masai Mara, this particular place, okay, where the wild animals live, and I will miss my friend Akinla. He was so close to them, and I will miss the sound of the forest and the scenery which I have seen. Everything I miss, and the sunset, my tent, drives to the bush, all the things I miss. So this is a wonderful opportunity I got to see these amazingly beautiful animals. Now I can proudly boast of having seen the giraffe, the tallest mammal on earth, use his thick, long blue tongue to pick leaves from a tree, and a spotted leopard sitting on a branch waiting for prey. I can tell my friends that I woke up every morning to see the bushbuck deer grazing just outside my tent, and that I have actually held a meerkat by baby in my hand. So now when I reach in my home, when I go to my school, I can tell to my friends what are the things I had seen in the what are the things I have seen in forest. So I will tell about the giraffe, the tallest mammal on earth, and by using his thick long blue tongue, how it is plucking the trees or leaves from the tree. And about the cheetah also I will tell, I'm waiting for the prey, and very big one. I can see all the things and share this one to my friends. And every morning I can see the bushbuck deer just near our tent, and I could carry a meerkat in my hand. Okay, this all thing experience I will share with my friends. I have been lucky indeed to have had this wonderful opportunity. Still, she believes this was a wonderful opportunity she got. Her parents gave to travel to the Africa to see the beautiful sight. So she believes it was a wonderful opportunity got by her parents. So this is a story Um, and Priyanka wrote her experience in a post, and we read it. Okay, so some of the ideas we got, what all the things are there in the Africa. Okay, so if we have not gone to Africa, we got some of the things which is there in the Africa. So they went to Masai Mara National Reserve. So many things that she could see there. She gave all the things very detailedly. So it was just like we have also traveled to Africa. It was the same experience we also got. Even though we did not travel really, it was the same experience we are also getting. So my one, I'm telling to you that whenever you are getting the opportunity to travel to some other places, don't miss it. Okay, so go through the meanings and read the text one more and thorough with the lesson. We will meet you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.